Just to make sure that the land monkey doesn't do anything.
Can't trust the land monkey.
Did you know that there's actually a cache series up here about not trusting the monkey?
Ooh. Is that based on you?
Apparently it is.
Okay.
It's called Never Trust a Monkey.
Not even in the ear of the monkey?
Well, you'd think.
I mean, there's a whole year we cannot trust you.
I'm not known for thinking, but thanks for the benefit.
You have done some incredible thinking.
I would agree. I have seen some very spectacular wits and ingenuity.
Occasionally.
I didn't say it was consistent, but you have done some incredible thinking. Yeah. Okay.
We're going to do a show?
Let's do a show.
All right.
And I'll start the recorder, play some music, and we will dance. Here we are. Folks, thank you for stopping by. This is Caching in the Northwest. It's the only podcast dedicated to geocaching in the great Pacific Northwest. We'll talk about caches and caches unique to this little corner of the country. So preheat your oven for Pi Day. It's time to go caching in the Northwest.
It is indeed time to go caching in the Northwest, and that means it's also time to bring in our flying monkey. Some say he can leap an ammo can in a single bound, and others say earth caches are his kryptonite. All we know is he's called Land Monkey.
So should I start singing Kryptonite now? Or no? Just not tonight?
No, not tonight.
Okay. Hey, all right, yeah, that's me. Ammo cans and earth caches. There's not much better when you go geocaching than ammo cans and earth caches. That would be like the best geocaching road trip ever. All you find are ammo cans and earth caches.
How about if you find ammo cans at earth caches?
Ooh.
Even better. Even better. An earth cache made of ammo cans. I'm not sure how that would work. Okay, anyways. Yes, that's me. And, of course, as always, I want to thank everybody who is listening to this, downloading the podcast, watching us replay on YouTube, or even better, part of the live studio audience participating in the Q&A. Geez, we love you guys coming in there on the Q&A and participating. That's always fun. We've already got Bri Lang and 3 Hams and a Rose in there. So yeah, we love that. We love that. But before we get going, first let's start glowing.
Friends, wanderers, cachers, lend me your ears. I come to read great logs, not to praise DNFs. The evil hides that are placed will be found. The good ones are oft marked with favorite points. So let it be with the glow. Noble cachers, I have told you these logs are ambitious. If it were not so, it was a grievous fault. If you happen to know what that's from, go ahead and put it in the Q&A. I just threw it in there. I got ambitious. So we call this segment Glow, or the geocaching log of the week. Whether it's yours or not, we want to hear about it. Send an email to feedback@cachingnw.com. You can call in to 253-693-TFTC, or use the voicemail tool right there on the website and show us how you glow.
That's right. And tonight we have a glow from the originator of the whole idea of the glow, friend of the show, Dora Moore. So Dora Moore emailed us in. I believe this came in by email. Is that correct?
You're very correct.
All right. Dora Moore emailed this in, and she says, here's another glow candidate. This is my log on a cache called The Fastest Game on 2 Feet, 3rd period, GC49CFJ. I know that cache. All right. It was one of the weirder things we had happen yesterday. Oh, wow. So this is a very recent one. Excellent. So the log states, in the park today with Nankikoro and Marty the Caveman, Nankikoro announced she'd found it. And when I asked her if she was sure, she said, well, unless it's unusual for there to be a coconut here. So I marked the cache found on my GPSR and then heard her say, "Huh, that wasn't the cache. It is unusual for there to be a coconut here." We kept looking, and Marty finally came up with the find. Thanks for adding to our day's fun. Carry on, Dora Moore.
Awesome.
How unusual for a coconut to be there.
Yeah.
You know, as the cache owner, I would appreciate knowing that there's a coconut in place, dropped as a replacement for my cache.
Oh, it was a coconut throwdown cache.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm reading between the lines there. Because, if you're going to do a throwdown, you may as well just step it up a notch.
May as well make it memorable. Absolutely.
Aren't all coconuts a type of cache?
Well, I suppose they could be used as currency in some locales, but that's a whole different thing.
And they do look like monkeys.
Oh.
I
Yes,
thought
yes,
it looked
they
like
do.
bowling balls, actually, but, what do I know?
Dora Moore writes in the Q&A, it was just a coconut.
Sometimes coconut is just a coconut.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, they are native to, southwestern British Columbia, so...
I have volunteers that asks if it was thrown down by a swallow, and I don't know if he references an African or a European.
African or European swallow. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's pretty sad. Okay.
Okay.
Wits End, save us.
We also got email from Dune Buddy. We love emails and comments coming in from listeners. This one came from Dune Buddy, excuse me. And just Dune Buggy just rolls off the tongue.
It does.
It is Dune Buddy. And he writes feedback on an episode. He said, Show 133 featured lonely caches. And if you've not heard Show 133, why go back in the feed and find it and listen to it, because I'm sure you will find it to be a stellar episode, as they all are. Anyway, Show 133 featured lonely caches, and he asks, what about lonely events? Dune Buddy says, starting with Leap Day 2012 and ending with this year's Leap Day, I've organized 7 events over the past 4 years, including Pi Day, 3 WWFMs, Worldwide Flash Mobs, and 15 years of geocaching. A total of 1 other person attended one of my Worldwide Flash Mobs, and she came late, but I let her log and attend anyway. The rest, I sat by myself waiting for someone to show up. Of course, this does not count the crocodile that showed up at one Worldwide Flash Mob. Will someone be my friend?
Oh my goodness. All right. Now, I can't remember where Dune Buddy is from, but I got to figure it's not somewhere where there's a lot of other geocachers, because that's pretty unusual to throw an event and not have anybody else show up.
Except the crocodile.
It's also unusual to have a crocodile show up at your event.
Yeah, and they usually don't have good internet access.
No.
Crocodiles?
If the crocodile brings a coconut, then I don't know.
Well, Dune Buddy, we will be your friend, but we may not be able to show up at your events.
Yeah, depending on where you are, I don't know. But
Dune Buddy, let us know your next event, and we'll at least Periscope in.
Absolutely.
How's that? Or you could FaceTime us. We'll get in there somehow at your next event.
We'll be your friend.
Yeah, we'll be your friend. We like you. So, you need to listen to the previous episode on how to plan an event. Perhaps it's bad timing.
Well, I don't think so, because they're all like souvenir-based events. Those are draws. Like, people come out to those because they want the souvenirs. There's just no excuse for people not coming out to Dune Buddy's events. I'm disappointed.
We're disappointed in you, geocachers. It's the airing of grievances.
Once again, that's actually every Thursday night. Isn't it?
Now you're going to hear about it.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Bad Cop. Any news?
So, we have news. Garmin, you probably heard of them, GPS manufacturer,
What do they
signed
do?
a purchase agreement to acquire DeLorme. So Garmin announced, this is a couple of weeks ago, that it's entered into agreement to acquire substantially all of the assets of DeLorme. You probably know DeLorme.
Mm-hmm.
Great maps. And I think the real reason they made the purchase is their InReach product, which is two-way satellite communication. One of the most compelling products in the DeLorme portfolio is its InReach series of two-way satellite communication devices. These GPS-enabled devices allow the user to send and receive satellite text messages or trigger an SOS for emergency help anywhere in the world. In addition to InReach, DeLorme has an extensive library of digital cartography and enterprise GIS software, as well as traditional mapping. So we all know the DeLorme map books.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of the DeLorme Challenge? So it may have to be renamed to perhaps the Garmin Challenge. I don't know.
No, it's always going to be the DeLorme Challenge. You don't change something like that. It is interesting, though. Looking at this from a business perspective, obviously they did not acquire them to get their GPS technology. I wouldn't think. My experience, the GPS technology is reasonably comparable between the two brands. Mm-hmm. I think really it's the cartography, the GIS software, and mostly I think it's the InReach, the satellite communications. Mm-hmm. The two-way satellite communication devices is really probably what the acquisition was about. I heard somewhere else about this acquisition. There was something. Now, anybody who knows more about this, please chime in. But DeLorme has an office in, I want to say Maine.
Yes. Yarmouth.
Like a giant globe. Maine.
Yes, you're right. Exactly.
And so I've heard a rumor that they're actually going to keep that office with the giant globe. They may not actually use it as a business office, but it's possibly going to be turned into a tourist attraction or something like that.
Well, I know they're keeping the Yarmouth location mainly as research and development.
Oh, okay.
So they're keeping that. And, now we talked about this also, with just a coincidence, on Geo Gearheads earlier today. And Scott Burke said that it seems like DeLorme is having a fire sale right now. So any of the DeLorme map books are down to quite inexpensive prices. I'm not going to quote them. I don't know what they are. So if you were looking for a DeLorme map book, now may be the time. They're looking to get rid of inventory, it seems.
Is that just buying online, or is that through retail?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Very cool. Hey, we had some Q&A contributions there. We talked about lonely events. Steve Pendragon chimed in and said, Die Monkey planned an event out near my college when I was graduating. There were 2 other people besides us. That includes Die Monkey, IHAM, and Steve Pendragon. It was a nice evening. I was expecting more given the number of caches in the area. So you just never know, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I clicked on the wrong Q&A. Sorry about that. It was another B-Pen. No, this one's from Die Monkey. We did plan a meet and greet to meet the locals when we were in Branson for B-Pen Dragon's college graduation. Only one other couple showed up. They weren't even locals. They were just passing through.
Crazy.
Wow. Did they bring a coconut?
Oh. Maybe they had a lovely bunch of coconuts.
So I'm picking up on a theme here. Next time Wits End or the Bad Cop hosts an event, people are going to show up with coconuts.
Could be.
Ooh. Yes, let's have a coconut-themed event. Coconut oil.
You could have coconut cream pie on a pie day.
Ooh. I love coconut cream pie.
All right. Hey, another news story we've got here to share with you guys. This one is from a different type of geolocation game. Our good friends over at Munzie.com. The headline is "A Dozen Leprechauns Escaped." This is from the Munzie blog. It reads, "We knew from the beginning that leprechauns were mischievous. We thought that we had them contained, but we were wrong. During the sale of them on Tuesday, it seems 12 of the leprechauns escaped from our corral. Our team was on it, though, and recaptured them. We obviously want them to have a nice owner to go home to, so we've decided to give them away. We'll be holding a competition between 1700 MHQ time today, March 3rd, and 1700 MHQ time on Monday, March 7th. To be entered, you must earn a minimum of 1700 points during this time span. From those who qualify, we'll pick 12 winners randomly. If you already have a leprechaun, you are not eligible for this competition. We want to spread them out fairly to those who are unable to buy one. You are eligible if you already have a unicorn, though. Winners will be announced on Tuesday, March 8th at 10 here on the blog and on social media. So if you don't play Munzie, or if you don't play a lot of Munzie, and you don't know what they mean when they're talking about leprechauns and unicorns, you don't actually have to actually have a unicorn or an actual leprechaun. These are virtual leprechauns and unicorns that are used as part of the game.
I was thinking, how do I find a unicorn? I mean, leprechauns, that's easy enough, but unicorns?
Well, you just follow the rainbow.
Right. That's for leprechauns.
Well, yes, and somehow they're related to unicorns as well.
Yeah. They come out of unicorns, don't they?
Maybe leprechauns ride unicorns. I don't know.
There you go. But yeah, so Munzie has been being pretty innovative lately with a lot of the high point aspects of the game. So yeah, if you're not into that, then so be it. I'm not huge into it. I think I've captured one unicorn that I just happened to sort of come across. It popped up near my office, so not something I go out of my way for, and not something that I've spent any money on myself. But for the folks who are really into the game, I think they're really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. So great idea.
Wow. Well, the live Q&A, and we've said it before, so thank you so much for your feedback. B Pendragon says, click that so everybody can see it. We were at the local Starbucks when they held that event, so there was coconut milk. You would know we worked there at the time. Land Monkey?
Yes.
IHAM comes back for you. Eartha the Globe.
There you go.
Globe there. Sunny and Sandy were talking about it, and Sunny made a really bad pun about it.
That's why. Okay, that's where I heard about it. That's okay. Yes, I recall that now. Yes, Sunny making a really bad pun. How unusual.
It hardly happens.
It must have really stood out.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to go back and see that one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Well, we're not going back this week, and we didn't go back last week. But how was the rest of your geocaching week last week, guys? Anything fun?
Go ahead. Do you want to go first there, back up?
Matter. Feel free. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I always go first, so I kind of feel funny, but I'm just going to do it.
I didn't recognize that.
You look funny too.
I'm really good at pattern recognition, but I missed that one.
Well, yes. Well, it did say TBC here, but it also said it after, and the one after actually had the data in it, so that's why I made that assumption. All right.
Tell people
anyways,
what we're actually doing.
for us Land Monkeys, it was actually a slower weekend than usual, but we're actually slowing the pace down a bit as we're getting very close to a fairly major milestone for our cache find numbers. So, and we have top secret plans for that milestone, which we'll share post milestone with all the listeners. But anyways, so all that said, we did get our Leap souvenirs. I picked up 3 caches on the way home on Monday, and we had a great event at the Tim Hortons. So we haven't officially hosted an event for a little while, so it was kind of fun to do that. We periscoped and tweeted, etc. from the event and had a lot of fun there. We basically took over the Tim Hortons near the freeway in Langley. I think a few of the regulars kind of just left. So it was, I think the last count, there's over 45 geocachers in the Tim Hortons. So it was a great turnout. And a number of folks, including some of our regular listeners to the show, actually had hit numerous events that day, and we're trying to see how many they could hit. I think Bry Lang and 3 Hams and a Rose both were trying to crank up the numbers of leap day events that they hit. That's kind of cool.
3 Hams does have a comment in the Q&A.
I was just looking at that.
Talking about events. 2 Belgians hit 23 Leap Day event caches, plus 60 regulars this year. Left home at 11:30 p.m. February 28th, and got back 2 a.m. March 1st. Drove 800 kilometers in Belgium, Holland, and Germany.
That's crazy.
What are they doing? Just chasing the sun?
Yeah, I guess so. That's awesome. That sounds well. I mean, the advantage is, compared to the geography out here in the Northwest, there's a lot more density, I think, to work with there.
Yeah.
But still, that's still a lot of events and caches. That is a busy, busy leap day. Talk about
Well,
making the most.
I can say I pretty much did the same. I hit 2 to 3 events. Oh wait, that's not 23.
Yeah.
Um, there was one event very close by. I attended that one, and it was soon after that I realized, well, wait, it's Monday. My wife always takes my son to swimming on Monday. I'm free Monday evening, and there were 2 other events just down to the south of us. I leaned over to Wits End there and I said, "Do anything tonight? You want to go to some events?" Okay, so we went ahead and hit 3 events.
Wow.
That might be the most I've done in a day. I'm trying to think around a Geo Woodstock, maybe not, with all the events thrown about.
It
I
might be
haven't
the most
verified
I've
that.
done in a year. So
Yeah, so I didn't plan on it. It just worked out that way. But there were others that had been going, started at 6:30 a.m. to hit a coffee event and then just kept going. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Brylang says he hit 5 events and made 24 finds on Leap Day for a total of 29 smileys.
Nicely done.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
No, that sounds a little intentional. Anyways, I heard somebody had held their first event. Is that correct?
That's very true.
it could have happened. It's hard to say.
Anyone we know?
Oh wait, that was me.
Yeah.
It's been so long ago. Those leap days things. I did actually throw an event, host an event, however you want to say it. It was fun. We were talking about it back in January and said, "Gosh, I've never hosted an event. I need to host an event." And so we looked ahead to what was on the calendar for milestone days, and Leap Day was right there, kind of leaped at us off the calendar at us. And why not? Let's do that. There's a city park right near where we work, and we said let's just host it right there. And quite honestly, I expected to have less than 10 people show up because me being weird and me being a number nerd, I thought, well, if I'm going to host an event on 229, why not host it at 229? So, middle of the afternoon on a Monday, I honestly didn't expect fantastic turnout. But that's exactly what we got. Bad Cop and I rolled up towards the picnic shelter in the park, and there was already quite a few people around waiting there for us there. And gosh, we got up and said, "Hey, welcome. This is really a small, simple event. There's no big prizes. There's no hours of games. It's an excuse to get out of work for the afternoon for a small break and get a souvenir. We're going to take a group photo at 229:16, which we did, and I counted 60 people in said photo.
Nice.
And I was floored at the number of people that said, "Oh, this was such a great event. Thanks for hosting it." Gosh, it was about the simplest, easiest event I could imagine hosting. I called it the park and grab of events. But thank you for everybody that came out. It really was a great time, and got to see some old friends, meet some new friends, and get a smiley.
That's a really good turnout. Nicely done.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we were talking amongst ourselves because we work together, thinking, boy, we'll get 6 people.
Amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
It's a work day. Nobody's going to come out. But
Yeah.
we got there, there were already a dozen cars. I'm like, oh boy.
I felt guilty. I thought, oh, these people are going to be disappointed that I don't have any giveaways or trackables or anything. They all seem to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't tell me about it. So
We did something a little different at our event at the Tim Hortons there, because it was such a tight area and it was so busy, and there's a little bit of people coming and going. And we did have a prize from World Caching, which was awesome. World Caching was there at the event, and they did donate a prize, which was very cool. So what we actually did is sent an announcement out the morning after, the evening of, so later at night, Monday night, and said, "Hey, make sure you post your attended logs. And then what we did is we entered all the names out of the attended logs at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. So, gave everybody 24 hours to get their attended in, and entered all the names into randomizer.org.
Nice.
And then drew it there, and then sent an email out to everybody to say, okay, well, here's who won the prize, and then just said, okay, just get in touch with us, and we'll make sure you get your prize.
Very nice.
It was a really easy way to do it. It was kind of fun, a little different way of doing the prize draw.
I like that idea. Yeah. In the Q&A, B Pendragon says, talking about Wits End event, it was a good event. Surprised at the turnout as well. It was our second event of the day. The first one was at Blue Steel at Oh My Word O'Clock.
Yeah.
And then Die Monkey says, some of us had to work on Monday. I did get 2 events, a 6:30 coffee event and Wits End event. I worked between the events and had to go back to work afterwards.
There you go. Yeah.
So some people admitted to playing hooky.
Yeah,
to get
there
the
you go.
event.
There you go. We hosted ours at 7:30 p.m. at the Tim Hortons just off the freeway, just to try and make life easy for all us working slobs.
Cool.
So
and I commemorated the log from the event is here on
yeah.
the podcast wall. So
Nice.
if you were there, you might see your signature up on the wall. I know it's hard to see back there. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
So there you go. You've got your signature on the internet.
There you go.
G-Slink says, does the unicorn or leprechaun at the end of the rainbow end up at a Tim Hortons for donuts?
Well, yeah. Huh?
Yeah, the birthday cake donuts.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wet Coaster wants to know, this one's a little awkward, I hope there wasn't any skirt lifting at the Park and Grab event.
Well,
I don't want to know.
oh dear.
None that I was.
None that you're aware of. That's funny. All right. Well, Bad Cop, how was your caching week?
Got some caches in. Still working on that 366-day challenge, right? I already had Leap Day. That wasn't a new one for me. But this week, I've got an upcoming 7 days in a row, a 7-day streak coming up. So that should be interesting because this is one of our busiest weeks of the year. And thus, that's why I've never found geocaches during this week before.
I have a hunch we might be going out to lunch this week a couple of times.
We're going out to lunch, whether we need to go out to lunch or not. So,
right on.
There we have it. Now, we've talked about the Leap Day event. Okay, so this year there were 2 souvenirs given out.
Yes.
On one for Leap Day weekend, if you found any type of cache except an event. And that gave you 1 souvenir. It was designed like a sundial. And the second souvenir you got only if you attended a Leap Day event on Monday on Leap Day. And that one was, a little different. And did you know? And I think we predicted it right here on this show that anytime geocaching.com does 2 souvenirs, there's a good chance there's a puzzle hidden in there somewhere. And sure enough, I looked at it. I contacted other people. Couldn't figure out the puzzle. I took the 2 graphics and overlaid them in a graphics program. Tried to see through. Nope, that wasn't it. Perhaps no. I tried different things. I didn't see it. So, you know what? If you didn't see what it was, we're not going to tell you. Ha ha! Take that. However, we will put a link in the show notes so you can go find out what it was. But I thought it was a good idea to encode a secret message there.
Yeah.
Into the Leap Day souvenirs.
It was, and Bad Cop, like you, I got thrown off by the red herring of having two icons, and I could not also figure out the code because I was too focused on trying to find ways to combine the 2.
Exactly.
The data off of the 2, and it, yeah. I didn't sleep well Monday night.
I had a couple of days to look at that first icon, or that first souvenir.
Right.
And boy, I just can't see it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to put up a little hint here. A visual-only hint for those people that are watching the podcast. I believe this might be a hint to into the
You
puzzle.
mean something like this over here?
Something like that over there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that you two guys each have one of those machines in your
Yes.
studio. Is that in case there's a problem with the YouTubes, we can still have a podcast?
Yes. No. Actually, mine's a father-in-law hand me down. He was a radio man in World War II.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That was the key he used. So
Neat. There you go.
So
a little bit of history.
The hint is getting less subtle.
Yeah, sorry. A lot of people won't understand that, so I'm hoping it's okay. There were a couple of hints given on the log page, or blog, I should say.
Yes.
First hint, there are 9 planets, there are 9 rings, there are 9 letters in the finding of things. What could that be? Oh.
All right.
G-Slink said the code was very hard to see with old eyes. Kind of fuzzy.
I'm with him on that one. Yeah.
And even when I took the image and blew it up, it was hard to see. So.
Yep, that's all right. So speaking of codes and souvenirs, last year as well on the Pi Day, there was a code. And that was fun. That turned out to be a GC code that took you to a cache page for a cache that didn't actually exist, but had all kinds of neat. It was basically took you to like a hidden blog page, which was neat. I liked that. So I don't think there's the same such thing. I mean, I got the hidden message eventually, but I don't think you actually do anything with it other than just get the word. I was kind of wondering almost if it was going to be like a lab cache style, but
yeah, I thought it maybe be something else. It was just a hidden web page you went to, and they had a video on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't get quite that far. All right.
It was a GC code. You type the GC code in, search for it.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say there were 3 letters on the first one, 3 letters, characters on the last one. Put it together and it formed a GC code.
Got it. All right. So
I think it was like GC 31459.
Oh, you're talking about Pi Days. Yeah, sorry. I was talking about Leap Day this past weekend. I don't think there was anything that you do with the. Is that correct?
Right. I'm just looking at the Q&A that Wits End is elaborating, and I didn't get that at all.
Yeah.
So.
Some of you guys are much better at that particular coding than I am. So yeah, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Way to go.
Wits End, do you want to read that?
We're just going to give it away, aren't we?
Oh. Well, kind of have, yeah. Okay, never mind.
All right. Anyways, so guys, that was Pi Day. We've talked about Pi Day last year. We've talked about Leap Day, which was a lot of fun and cool. And it sounds like everybody had a lot of fun. I see Dora Moore said that Metro Vancouver had 10 events to choose from, so that would probably be within a 40 to 50 kilometer radius, which is not bad. 10 events, and they went all through the day from into the morning into late at night. So, and as she says, there was something for everyone. So that was a lot of fun. And I guess next up is going to be Pi Day.
That's right. So, do you guys have anything planned for Pi Day? Wits End, are you throwing a pie event, or am I having to
could throw an event,
coconut cream pie event?
But I might get hate mail if I did that. 314 on 314 now. I don't have an event planned, scheduled, or otherwise going to happen. I hadn't even realized with the hecticness at work that Pi Day was imminently upon us, so close. But it is. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also on a Monday. So throwing an event at 314 might just, be a problem.
You might only get 50 people this time.
You never know.
Well, Brylang says, I like pie. Come to the Pi Day event I'm hosting with Metro Vancouver geocachers. Potluck pie in the park.
That sounds good.
That's GC. It looks like 6 bingo.
It does. Oh,
GC6BNG0.
How come events always fluke into getting the really cool GC codes? Because then they're gone. That sucks.
6 bingo.
Oh man, that is the coolest GC code.
It is awesome.
You know what will be missing from that event? I.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
I is missing from the event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's-
just like BNG0.
Let's all sing a song.
Or
You know,
not.
I think Bryling worked to get that code.
Mm.
Well, I think he has connections. Certain bear he knows.
Dora Moore says Bryling is holding a pre-Pi Day event.
Oh, nice.
I'd like to hold a free Pi Day event. And Bryling says it's already too late to submit an event for Pi Day now.
It is, absolutely, yeah.
Good point. Yep.
So I am
Thank
not-
you.
You could hold a post Pi Day event.
I could.
Ooh. Old Pi?
Like Old Spice.
We're within 2 weeks of Pi Day, so only events are those that are already planned.
Already playing,
Right.
yeah.
The Pendragon, yeah, exactly. Good catch, guys. I missed what day it was, so you're exactly right. So no Pi Day event for us. Sorry.
Wah, wah.
Well, not hosting anyway, but we might find one to attend.
Yes, maybe at 3:14.
Maybe. Maybe with pie.
Mm,
Coconut.
I like coconut cream pie. It's not why we're here. So, Land Monkey, are you planning to go to one? Did you say?
Well, we're going to have to do a little bit of research and figure out if there's going to be a Pi Day event near where we plan to be for our mystery milestone adventure.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry?
You mentioned that you would be elsewhere.
Mystery Milestone Adventure. Are you taking Scooby Doo along?
I don't know. But we'll definitely find a cache. It's likely going to be a virtual, and for Pi Day, and we'll just see how it goes. We may, in fact, even be with the host of a different podcast for Pi Day. We'll see.
Well, now, this is becoming more of a mystery because, folks, we don't even know what's going on. So Land Monkey has not let the host of this podcast know what's going on. So I'm just saying, feelings are getting hurt.
So it's probably not Geo Gearhead's hosts.
Huh. Oh, beep.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
No? Okay.
Sorry, Mark. Won't be in England. Not yet.
Australia? Oh, he's not saying. Okay. Anyway.
They
Oh,
serve
big-
the pie upside down there.
Oh, yeah. Crust first.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you take the tin off, yeah, you're in good shape.
We better get out of here before we get Land Monkey into more trouble than he's already gotten himself into.
It's easy to do.
Yes, it is.
All right, so we covered off the topics for tonight. Is there anything else in the Q&A that's relevant to our topic tonight?
I don't think so at the moment. But you know our lovely Q&A folks, they'll keep throwing in questions as we go along.
They will. So we'll address them in the after show,
That's right.
the aftermath.
The aftermath. All right,
After
well,
effects.
people can find us here right now in the Q&A, but if they're not in the live Q&A, where could they find stuff to contact us? Land Monkey, where could people contact you?
Well, the place we're most active on the internet would be Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, and you can find us at LandMonkeyGC on Facebook. You can find us under Team LandMonkey. And of course, watch for our videos that come out ever so often on YouTube, and just search Land Monkey there. And last but not least, our blog site, landmonkey.blogspot.ca. How about you, Wits End?
Twitter.com/witsend, Facebook.com/witsend, Google.com/witsendus, and my very irregularly updated blog at witsend.us, where you can find a high-res photo from my very first hosted event on Leap Day.
Very cool.
Check it out, witsend.us. Bad Cop, how about you?
Look for CachingNW. That could be on Twitter at CachingNW, Facebook.com/CachingNW, Google Plus, the address I like saying the most, Google.com/plus CachingNW.
Just rolls off the tongue.
No, not really. I have to work at it. How many shows have we done now? I'm finally getting it where I can,
All right, there you go. So if any of you want to reach us, those are the places to reach us. And for right now, we want to thank you, yes, you, for taking the time to listen to this here very episode of Caching in the Northwest. Hey, did you know you can be part of the show? The people in the Q&A already know that, but the rest of you, give us a call, 253-693-TFTC, and leave us a comment, ask us a question, mail us a pie anytime, day or night. Of course, you can email feedback@cachingnw.com, and your support helps to keep quality shows coming. If you like this show, won't you please click that PayPal button over on the cachingnw.com website? This show right here is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 license, copyright 2016 by Chris Umfnauer.
Folks, I wish you all a good night. If you're in the live Q&A, stick around. We'll keep talking. And we are clear. And a very respectable 40 minutes for the show.
There you go.
We've gone along in the last couple of shows.
Pendragon says history class was after math for him. So.
But
Well, yeah, I was trying to think of mathematical operators that would go with the aftermath pun. So,
G-Slink has a good idea where where Land Monkey will be.
yeah, he probably does.
And the list of other podcasters getting shorter. White Coaster wants to know, is there life after pi?
There's a life of pi.
That would be the afterlife of pi.
There you go. What's the half-life of pi?
Ooh. About 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it depends on how many people you're serving.
180 degrees.
And there you go. Oh, let's see. Brylang says, Wet Coaster. Okay, let me back up. Wet Coaster says, what's Munsey?
Yeah, right.
To which Bryling replies, West Coaster, you're the one that managed to get the rest of us in BC playing Munsey.
Yeah, actually, if you take a look at the Munsey map up in the greater Vancouver area now, it's insane. And we've got 3 clans now, just in the greater Vancouver area. So yeah, Wet Coaster did a fantastic job of almost single-handedly getting the game going up here. It's pretty awesome.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is.
So, Len Mackey, I'm going to share a story with you or a comment with you that I'll let the cacher stay anonymous for their own safety.
Uh-oh.
I heard a cacher at a Leap Day event Monday night say, I don't like Earth caches. They're just too much like science homework.
Oh, no. Once again, disappointed with geocachers tonight. Where is this world getting?
Puzzle caches, though.
Yes, this cache loves puzzles.
Somebody who loves puzzle caches but doesn't like Earth caches.
Exactly.
Earth caches are easier than puzzle caches.
Some.
And you learn something. Puzzle caches, all you learn is how to bang your head against a wall. Oh, that's all right. That's why there's different cache types, right? Everybody likes something different. I think that's awesome.
I thought the description was funny, and I said, I got to pass that along.
Too much like science homework.
Yeah.
I get it. I just like science homework, that's all.
And apparently mail delivery.
Oh, yes. Land Monkey Delivery Service.
There you go.
I'd like to publicly thank the Land Monkey Delivery Service for the package on Monday night.
Oh, is this the package that I helped courier?
Yes.
That's right. Yes. So you can also thank Wits End Courier Service
For smuggling it across the border.
I was going to say I was going to use a different term.
Oh, I mean deliver. What did I? Lovingly carry it across the border.
Yeah. That's funny.
B Pendragon says, I'm still waiting for Pokemon Go, but I need a GPS-enabled smart device. Yeah, that was supposed to come out by now. It's a kind of an Ingress knockoff, using the same engine as Ingress. But
I was going to say, yeah, it's not even so much a knockoff. They actually bought the technology, or leased, or whatever the technology from Ingress, didn't they?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. My son, who's 18 and very much into the video gaming world, is actually quite excited about Pokemon Go just because of the innovation in technology.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. My son is into Pokemon also. I mean, he's like, well, he got into Ingress for a while, and so, but it didn't stick. He'll still do it from time to time. Hey, I'm driving. Would you go? Hack these portals? Okay. We have Wits End's Customs Brokerage.
There you go. There you go. That's much better.
Yeah. B Pendragon says that Niantic is making the game alongside Nintendo, and that's true. That's a better way to put it. Thank you.
So Niantic Labs spin-off from Google or owned by Google?
I think it's still under Alphabet.
Okay.
But it's not under Google, and I don't think there is much under Google anymore, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Pokemon Goes from Niantic as well. I think trial running in Japan soon. Don't all cool. Pokemons run in Japan?
In the forest, in the ocean.
Wet Coaster wants to know, is that a new movie? Earth caches are easy?
Yeah. Did I say that? Did I say that they're easy? And I know the references to the movie Earth Girls Are Easy with
there you go.
Jeff Goldblum? I want to say Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. I don't remember that one.
I saw it many, many moons ago.
Mm-hmm. But yes. Did I say they're easy? I said they're fun and I like them.
They're
but
easier
anyways.
than puzzles.
Easier than puzzles, yes. Well, I guess it depends on the puzzle, but fair enough. There you go.
Brylang says he works for Pacific Customs Brokers. Just saying. Doesn't say that on his profile. Let's see. Dora Moore says, Ingress players are crazier than geocachers. I was witness to a hostage exchange that took place in an Ingress secret operation.
That is a really good story if you ever get a chance to talk to Dora Moore about that. That's from her Iceland geocaching, earth caching adventure.
Iceland is those remote island countries are a huge Ingress target because you can create huge fields across the ocean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was saying like neither Dora Moore nor I really understand much about Ingress, but she was saying there was something specific about how it was a big deal for the Ingress players to do this secret operation thing.
Yeah.
Oh well, people having fun. It's good.
Exactly. And I have been out on the streets, on the hard streets here in Tacoma at night, and seen people. I pulled up to a portal, and there's a car nearby, and people get really creeped out. It's like, what are they doing? And I can see they're on their phone. Like I'm on my phone, and we're duking it out in Ingress, but they get creeped out and they'll leave. They don't. Funny. There has been some physical confrontation over Ingress.
Oh, jeez.
People who get a little too involved.
Oh dear.
G6 is the nearest Earth cache, 25.5 miles away. Already found.
Wow, that is pretty far away.
So next Earth Day, you're going to have to travel, more than 30 miles, right?
Yeah, either that or he is, as we say in Canada, hosed.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes. Got you, hoser. Hey, this is not live Q&A, but this is live input, as you were. I just received a message through the geocaching.com message center from a cacher, Mrs. Smee. She says, I'm curious if you're still doing your podcast Thursdays at 9 p.m. I listened to a couple of older ones today, and I was going to listen live tonight, but I'm new at listening to podcasts. So she's looking forward. I just messaged her back a link to this here and said we're live right now. So if she's joined us, welcome aboard, and thanks for listening.
That's awesome. I love it.
There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Shmee. There's two people telling Brylang, oh no, Wet Coaster, go get that unicorn. Brylang, you go get the unicorn near you. I don't know. I think we're having unicorn wars.
Something, yeah.
That's too funny.
Nobody mentioned where the my little dialogue or my little monologue came from tonight. Disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody at all made reference to
Star Trek.
Julius Caesar by Shakespeare.
Oh!
Oh,
No.
Oops, sorry.
You let it out. No.
It wasn't Star Trek?
Did I win the prize?
Yes.
Well, knowing the bad cop, I just figured it came from Seinfeld.
Star Trek. The Star Trek, isn't that Star Trek 5, and that's Richard III or Henry V?
I don't know. I Googled it and I got...
Let's slip the Dogs of War speech.
Yeah.
It was when Julius Caesar died.
Your reference, yes.
Yeah. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Brylang is
Brylang says, throw ears.
Yes.
But
I got the
Lend me
YouTube
your ears?
again.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I started and I was like, wait, this seems familiar. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. Noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Black Coaster says Julius Caesar. Thank you. Brylang says to Wet Coaster, the one in Alder Grove is missing.
The one Munzie?
I don't know.
One was, I think
There's
the one
one missing. Anybody find it? And Christopher Plummer. Yeah, apparently he's missing too.
He's in Aldergrove? That's cool.
Let's
Sorry.
see.
I was busy logging a trackable.
Somebody has whine or feedback on their microphone, yet Three Hams doesn't hear it.
Okay, I hear it, but
That's me, probably still.
so I potted my mic down and it still heard it. So it's probably something to do with crossing the international border.
It could be. And, you know, the Googles also do some funny things to your audio, so.
Yep. Yep.
Or more hears it. Hears it.
Here's it.
I speak good English. I talks good.
Yeah, it seemed to start just a couple episodes ago on, and I think it's my board that's doing it, but yeah. Here, I'll turn my mic off.
Nope, still there.
That's interesting.
So it's not Mike.
Not Mike.
Three Ham says I just removed the tinfoil hat. Now I hear it as well. Well, yeah, but the aliens can read your thoughts now. You were safe before.
No.
Silly. What were you thinking? Well, maybe it is.
The Pendragon says it's Land Monkey, I think. Good call.
Well, maybe, but hard to say.
Let's see.
I can start playing.
I'll mute. Let me mute you.
Oh, it's got quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land Monkey, you have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. Isn't that stupid? You're still muted. There you go.
I know. I was just having fun.
Okay.
I can start playing with my board. My board does fun things.
Mine doesn't. Mine gets louder and quieter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some more time playing around. See, the problem is that I have 2 full-time jobs right now, and I have like 10 minutes before the show to look at the show notes. So
10 minutes. That's a lot.
I don't really have much time to.
The rest of us only have
tweak the
7.
soundboard.
Yeah.
That's why you're so much more prepared than we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Exchange rate, you should have, no.
Oh, with the exchange.
We have more minutes.
Wait, those are Canadian minutes?
They're Canadian minutes.
What?
Is it better like this? Should I do the whole podcast this way?
You
Yes.
and your munchkins.
Would you prefer I change it to here?
No, I really wouldn't.
Oh, I'll quit playing. I never get to use those buttons for anything.
G Slink says, I love Earth caches, and sadly the next closest one is now 80 miles away.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a long distance. It's
That
like
is a
100
big
kilometers.
Ooh. Man, you did that in your head.
Because when I look at the speedometer on my dashboard
Oh,
on
yeah.
my car,
Wait, you're podcasting from your car?
I am. Hold on. I got to make a left here.
Please, no, please, stop. And Three Hams likes a muted monkey.
Nah, haha, thanks.
It's time to bring in our muted monkey. Now, if you download the podcast, I remove a lot of that squeal, so
Thank
I
you.
do, as we all do. I do a little bit of processing. There. See? I can speak good English. Wits End, the second altered voice, sounded like the aliens from V, the 1980s miniseries.
Oh my goodness, there's a throwback.
Yeah.
Oh, and can you do the next podcast as a Dalek?
Oh, I'd have to play with... I don't know which one sounds like a Dalek. I'd have to play with a few of these effects. I think
Exterminate.
this is the witness protection voice.
You'd need the more high-pitched one for the Dalek.
I'll just do the silhouette and modified voice, and it'll all be good.
The cacher who we cannot identify at this time.
So, yeah, I was going to ask some questions of the witness protection program. Never mind.
I can't say anything now.
Yeah. So when did you do that last throwdown?
Let's see, which one is better? I can go through these different voices there.
There you go.
Yeah, that one. That one, and then just say, exterminate!
Exterminate.
There you go.
That's really not bad.
That's pretty close. Must find the doctor.
See what's down in
This range is that's terrible.
Let's see.
Sounds like you're in a canyon doing an earth cache.
Impossible.
Wait.
Don't
Here it
blink. Just don't blink.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I'll practice in the off season.
The off season. If not, you may be traded to another podcast.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
For
a podcaster to be named later.
First round draft pick.
Okay, folks. It's
That's
time for
enough.
even bad cops to go to bed.
Yep.
Yeah. It's completely come off the rails here. So
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out in the after show, and looking forward to seeing folks next week. Next week, we won't have the regular cast here. We're going to have a little bit of a change up.
next week will be irregular.
Yes.
It will indeed be an irregular.
Irregular show. So stay tuned because, irregular shows actually tend to get higher ratings.
Yeah.
Maybe people don't like us.
Typically, when I'm not on, the ratings get higher. I think there's a connection there.
All right. Good night, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Night, everybody.
Good night.